Welcome to Be Influenced by Ikasi Creative.
Freeingbeat.com.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to The Influence, your favorite podcast where creativity meets curiosity. My name is Ruth Dube, and I am your host.
Good morning, guys. It's your one and only Rainbow here, Matthew Kutsia.
And I am Sipogutle Kutuka. Mornings.
And today we are joined in studio by the brown skin brother, multi-hyphenate creative, singer-songwriter, director, producer. I'm pretty sure he must be an actor. In studio we are joined by Mechile, also known as And Friends. Hi, Mechile. How are you doing today?
I am doing great.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I am an actor.
You must be.
It's one identity I don't normally take pride in, but
I'm gonna add it in there.
in and out every day.
Yeah.
How are y'all doing?
Good, yeah.
Good.
I'm not
Great.
gonna lie, end of year fatigue has got me. I'm exhausted.
It's
I'm
getting
really
real,
tired.
eh?
And
Yeah.
the weather is just, it's not collaborating. It ruined my outfit. Today I was like, cheap, yada cheap, and now the weather just ruined everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start us off with a little icebreaker to warm us all up, make us feel nice and comfortable. Okay, we're gonna play Would You Rather, and this is sort of tailored to you as a musician, so we're gonna go with it there. Yeah.
Sounds like
Okay,
fun.
we'll start with the first question. Okay, would you rather play a sold-out arena show, but with technical difficulties the entire time, or play a small intimate venue where everything is perfect, sound is flawless, and the crowd goes crazy?
Ooh,
Yeah.
and it's very difficult. Because most of the time, as the journey of becoming an artist, I would choose the intimate one,
Yeah.
where everything's perfect. I would like people to get the real, intimate with me as well. So yeah.
That's actually a great answer. Yeah, that raw,
Yeah.
that raw energy now. So the second question is, would you rather have a hit song but never be able to write music again? Or write your own music for the rest of your life but never have it reach a wide audience?
Yo.
I go for the latter, the second one, because what's the point if I stop now? I worked so hard for so long, so why must
Yeah.
I stop now? Because I'm not really actually aiming to have a hit song. Actually, I want people to get to know me as a person and be vulnerable. Like connect with the art as well as with oneself.
Nice.
So I would go for the second one. Yes.
Nice. Cool.
My question is, would you rather collaborate with your dream artist, but have your song be a flop? Or create a song on your own that goes viral, but you don't get to collaborate with anyone? Imagine you have a song with Eminem, but the song is flop. It doesn't make it to the charts.
Of course, it will be a flop. Eminem's great. Think of the two worlds coming together. It's amazing, yeah. To come to think of it, it would be amazing. It would be an amazing experience. But I would go for, yeah.
If you could collaborate with Dr. Dre versus never collaborating with anyone. But the song is a flop. The song is a flop though.
You saw me. You saw me staring at the Chronic
You're
right
going
now.
to make him get dethroned. He won't be respected in the hip hop fraternity.
Dr. Dre is a perfectionist. He will never let it happen.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it will be a flop, it will be a flop.
A good flop.
It'll be a good flop. One for the history books. Some dude from Saldanha, West Coast. Like,
Yes.
but I'm gonna go with because my name is And Friends. I'll go for collaborate.
Okay.
Because
We have a
reaches
risk taker here.
it reaches a bigger audience. What's life without the risk?
True.
We take risks every day.
Okay, so last one.
Oh, last one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's much fun.
Okay, would you rather have perfect creativity, no pitch, can't sing, can't rap, nothing, or would you rather have the perfect pitch, perfect everything, but you don't write your own songs because you have no creativity?
Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I ain't gonna say no names, but
But there are some rappers who are doing that.
ghostwriters.
Yeah.
We all know the number one on that spot, but we're not gonna say it. on
No,
that.
we're not. No, we're not.
Well, for me, money is not everything. So, can you repeat that question again?
Okay. Would you rather have perfect creativity but no pitch, or perfect pitch, no creativity?
Perfect creativity, no pitch.
Okay.
There's auto tune. Even if I whistle, let's out of tune. That thing will fix it as long as it's loud enough.
Yeah. Listen, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Enough people are doing it in studio, and after we listen to your song, we believe you've got the pitch and the creativity, so it's really okay.
Honestly, when I started, I couldn't sing.
Really?
I couldn't.
Okay.
I believed that I couldn't. I knew how to. I actually found my notebook from grade 7. My spelling was bad. It was bad. It's like, oh. Like I wrote words on how they sounded.
Yeah.
And I read it, I was like, huh?
What does this mean?
And then I saw another note from somebody in my class that said they couldn't read this lyrics. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. But the vision was there.
Yeah.
And the practice over the years allowed me to, become comfortable with my own voice. I believe anybody and everybody can sing. It's all about comfortability. So I grew comfortable to my voice, and I can say to myself, I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I can sing now. Whether I am in a choir and I sound off tune or whatever. I have bass. That's a frequency. That frequency is needed somewhere.
That's true.
So I can sing now, thanks to not giving up. Just consistency.
Did you do lessons, like singing lessons, or were you just by yourself?
I only did some vocal warm-ups this year.
Okay.
I got introduced to vocal warm-ups. For me, I just know the peak of my voice, how my voice should sound when I want to make a certain song. Is that then I would just go into that mode, and let's say for instance, most of the time I make music, it's after 12 in the evening. Like 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the morning. It's the most quietest time out there, and it's peaceful for me. I can get emotional. Nobody's gonna see it. It's like this mask on the table. I can get emotional, I can get happy, I can get angry. Nobody's gonna see it, but they'll feel that energy on the song. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I want to get into a little bit of your history. Just in terms of, you studied at Boston Media House, right? And correct me if I'm wrong on any of these, because I'm very impressed. So Boston Media House, Cape Town School of Photography, the Bridges School for Music, like the Musical Academy, and you spent 10 years in the industry. You said since you were 17, you're 27, you spent 10 years in the industry. Like, who are you? How did all of these experiences shape who you are now? How do you move with so many facets of creativity?
As a young lighty, as a young 90s baby, as a kid, I'm pretty sure a lot of families have had this in their when the kid is there and the music is playing and the parents are caring, they're having a good time. There's always that Michael Jackson song or Chris Brown song. Well, back then Chris Brown wasn't even really a thing actually. 50 Cent, Eminem, all those musics that we used to dance to. My mother used to bring me to the lounge while her friends are over and make me dance.
Oh, you were the one who used to dance for the guest.
Yes. People would throw their car keys, 10 rands, 20 rands. What did I do? And they go buy liquors. Yes. So I grew familiar with music through that and the attention through that. And then my sister worked at a Musica when they were still selling CDs. She used to bring CDs home, and then I used to listen to that stuff, sing along. And then I realized that, I actually love this. I want to do this. And then growing up, I learned, okay, right, you can't just want to do something, you need to work towards it. And to answer your question about the Boston Media.
Like what?
I was so happy when I saw this question.
Yeah.
You know, Boston Media House is in South Africa, right?
Can I just say, I really thought, my whole question was going to be, what is the culture shock in America? Because I was like, what do you, Boston? When did we get, what?
Boston.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Boston, let's go.
No, well, I can tell you that the culture shock is, right? So, in 2017, after my brother passed away, R.I.P. Sebastian, I got out of high school, right? And I moved straight from there, I told myself, I do not want to think about mourning or anything like that. I want to get straight into what I want to do. Because the last thing he told me was, I was producing in my room, is like, I like what I'm hearing, keep doing it. Then I asked him if he's going to feature, and little did I know that was going to be the last conversation I had with him. So I went to Joburg. I was studying at Boston City campus, right? But in that campus, I was called Boston Media House.
Okay.
Because I was studying the music part of things. And the culture shock from Sandton and Saldanha, not even Cape Town, it's from Sandton and Saldanha. Saldanha is a farm. No offense on Saldanha. I mean, it's a small town. Going to a place where people my age are driving around in Lamborghinis and BMWs with the... I'm like, wow. That's wow. Like, people are... My class is at 8 in the morning, and my next class after 8 is at 3 o'clock. What do I do?
In between.
So I walked around and I saw some things. I, got to love life, and I met MT. I met a few people in the industry, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then Shekinah even came to the campus. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
What do I have to do to be better and be a part of this culture? Then I realized that that's not me. I'm not a name brand guy. I'm not gold chains, bling bling, stack of money on my neck. Like, hello, who's calling the money calling? I'm not that guy. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm a natural person. I want to be the realest as possible that I can be. Because if I'm not, people are going to say one day, oh no, you changed. Money changed you. Whether I have money or don't have money, when I have money, there will be signs.
Yeah.
There will be signs. But so Boston in Joburg. Then after that, I realized that was too much for me because I couldn't really focus. My mind wasn't very clear. So then I transferred back to Cape Town, and then I got into the Soul Candy course, where I met Ryan Murgatroyd, Lloyd, and little did I know, years later, I'd go to Bridges Academy, and that Lloyd was also one of the people that went there as well.
Insane.
So I'm so glad that question's out of the way.
Yeah.
I was excited for that question.
Excited for it. Boston, I'm like, yo. Of course, there would be pictures on my Instagram feed.
Yeah, in view in Boston. Yeah.
But knowing me, I'm not the kind of person that would take pictures of, I'm here, hey guys.
Yeah.
I'll take pictures and be like, okay, wait for an album, and I'll release it on the album cover. Like,
Yeah.
Streets of Boston. I'll be like, yeah, one track.
Yeah, about Boston.
Mark Wahlberg or something like that.
One day is one day.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's very soon.
Yeah.
Yes, in
Very
the near
soon.
future.
Yeah.
So, Mechile, for someone who studied music and also self-learned in your own space, what do you think is the main difference between self-taught musicians and musicians who actually went to school?
It's like self-taught photography. Just because I have a phone with a camera, or just because I take pictures, doesn't make me a photographer. It makes me, I have vision. When it comes to music, we all have a passion for music. We have a voice, we all have a frequency that resonates with us. So when it comes to self-taught music, it's great, but there's a certain standard that you need to take into consideration when it comes to international music or radio music or television music. There's certain sound. You need to sound clean. If you want your stuff to play on radio, don't cuss. Simple as that. Make sure the content is catchy and get your point across, but make sure it's clean. And the topic of what you're talking about, what is it about? What does it say to the youth? What does it say to tomorrow? Because us old heads, we listen to the Chronic, NWA, Heidi, Eva Hixie. The comparison is also a very big comparison. Like, I listened to the Chronic and I heard Heidi and Liva Hixie. And I feel like, wow, these guys flipping made the best music for that time. It was relevant to that time. It also speaks about relevance. When you're self-taught, what makes you different? Because everybody can say they can make music. I can buy a microphone, give it to my niece. She can say atata atata ah, with auto-tune.
Yes.
Next thing you know, it's on YouTube making millions. but what is your direction when it comes to making music? That's the most important thing for me, is where you're gonna take this. Is it gonna be a copy paste of somebody else? If so, I don't think I want to listen to it. If it's something new, if it's something different, if it's a new approach, that's what makes the music it. So for self-taught versus professional, self-taught people, my chief engineer, guy is a goat. He didn't go to music school.
Now you see, that's also the thing. And sorry to jump in, but then we have platforms like TikTok where you don't have to be a professional singer and also make it like viral into the world, and then afterwards go and get that professional
degree.
But I think what you're trying to say is that unique factor. It all depends on that, hey.
And your target audience as well.
True.
So I need to tell you guys a story about this guy.
Yeah.
You see a computer, right? It has keys, ABC, enter, shift, control, spacebar, and a MIDI keyboard has from A to G, let's say for example, an octave. Like, I can play those octaves. That guy presses letters and he finds the exact same keys that I'm finding on the keyboard. I'm like, yo, dude, this is great. You don't need to buy a MIDI keyboard. That's expensive. You can spend money elsewhere, like a better quality interface. And he's like, yo, dude, you should learn this. He teaches me things like chord progressions. I could have learned that at Boston, but I was focused more on finding my sound that makes me sound like me and friends, particularly me. Nobody else has my sound. Because you can find a lot of Afrikaans artists that sound like the same person until you get to see the face. So Samuel Dan Fredericks Ernstig from Saron, 6812, the most greatest Afrikaans rapper there is in my book, in my opinion, is Afrikaans Rijmklits. Yeah, that guy, genius.
Waarom?
Genius. Yeah. Genius.
Love that.
All right.
Still on music, you know how the South African industry is like. So my question is, what are some of the challenges as an independent artist? What are some of the challenges you have as an independent artist in distributing your music? Let's say to get it airplayed on radios. Did you have some challenges like that?
I once had an opportunity with one of my close friends, Matt Levi. We actually took over the Radio West Coast radio station, and we played our music. And for me, the challenges would be having your idea, your musical idea, get carried out onto the song and be published to the entirety of radio or the community. But like sometimes, if our vocabulary is limited to the things that we like, language barriers and limitations, because some people use cuss words as fillers and they don't even know it. So for me, I try and go look for words to say what I want to say, like synonyms, English. Like I go study language to find another way to say something without offending somebody, but at the same time getting my point across. But the industry, I'm not gonna cancel myself by saying this. I hope not. But I really don't care about the industry. I care about the people, because it's not only about, yes, I want to make money off it, but it's not only about the money. It's about the art. It's about the art, changing it. Like Matthew said about the TikTok thing. Record companies are now investing into TikTok and stuff.
Yes.
And to monetize that, you need to make a certain amount, because anybody can make a fake account. But it makes us people who have the passion for music more special, because you have to go to a certain place, to a certain extent, to get to that good music. Like LPs, before there were people that had LPs. People still buy LPs to this day because it's better than downloading. You're supporting the artist because you have free websites you can download from anywhere. So for me, it's about getting my message across, and I don't do any form of marketing really. I make sure that my fans that are listening to me, I go sit with people. I like to talk. I let people get to know Mechile. And then they hear me on a song. They're like, is this you? I'm like, yes, that's me. But that's Anne Friends. That's somebody else compared to who you see right now in front of you. And the relationship of me and my audience is what I try to keep like real as possible, so that they can be like, oh no, I listen to his music because I listen to his music, not because of promotions or streamings or stuff like that.
Hype.
So like just recently, I I managed to make like 2K listeners on Spotify, and I was surprised. I didn't even know where it came from.
Nice.
I was like, whoa, people are actually listening to me. I'm like, but then I look at it, I go play my songs, I'm like, wow, people actually like this?
Yeah.
Like I was in a dark time. I was in a dark time. I was in love. I was emotional. I was vulnerability. And yeah, hope that answers the question, right?
Yes.
I don't care about the industry.
Out of all the career paths, if you could choose one that you think will take you to your grave, like the one out of all the things you're doing right now that you're like, this is what I want to do till the day I die.
Content creation,
Really? Okay, can you elaborate?
music, multimedia.
Okay, so just in any way that you can create content, that's what you want to do.
Anything that leaves me, once I'm gone, that leaves a trace of me behind. Anything, whether it's art, drawing, photography, music, featuring, engineering, building, anything. Like content creation. Content is not only what you see on your phone, that's content. This is content, this is content, that is content. You make content at home.
Yeah. And I just want to ask you, what motivated you to get into the industry, and what do you think can motivate other people to get into the industry?
So what started me in this was the energy, the feelings. Like it made my blood boil, my heart pump. I chased the adrenaline for it. I got the adrenaline rush. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Love that. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Mechile, for joining us on this podcast. Thank you, Sipho. Thank you, Matthew, guys, for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mika.
Yeah, so this has been The Influence. If you have anything to say, nice or naughty, and if you want to get in contact with us, or if you want to be on the podcast yourself, then please send us a message. Our info will be at the end of the video. Have a good day, evening, whenever you are listening to this, and come back to The Influence for more. Bye.
Okay, see ya. Bye.